Florida's race for governor is officially set following Tuesday's primary election. National debt reaches a record $40 trillion, and we'll break down what it can mean for you. Plus, powerful stories of courage and sacrifice on Voices of Valor, and life-changing surprise as two Leesburg residents receive the keys to new cars. The news and stories impacting our community. The Lake Report starts now. We begin with national news. The U.S. gross national debt surpassed a record $40 trillion Wednesday, according to the Treasury Department. The debt reached $39 trillion in March, 5 months after crossing $38 trillion last October. The increase comes as the federal government faces growing costs for national defense, Social Security, Medicare, and interest payments on the debt. Defense spending has also risen during the nearly 6 months U.S. conflict with Iran. The Government Accountability Office warns that rising federal debt can contribute to higher borrowing costs for mortgages and auto loans, slower wage growth, and increased prices for goods and services. Fiscal policy groups say the long-term trend could also force more difficult budget decisions in the years ahead. The Bipartisan Policy Center projects the federal government could reach its current $41.1 trillion debt limit between late winter and midsummer of 2027. That would require Congress to raise or suspend the limit so the government can continue meeting its existing financial obligations. Florida race for governor is set, with Republican Governor Ron DeSantis barred from seeking a third consecutive term. Congressman Byron Donalds has secured the Republican nomination. Donalds was endorsed by President Donald Trump. Former Congressman David Jolly, who left the Republican Party and later became a Democrat, won the Democratic nomination. Donalds and Jolly will face off in November's general election to determine Florida's next governor. Voters will have to wait a few more days to learn who will be the Republican nominee for Congress in District 11. A recount will likely be ordered by the Florida Secretary of State's Division of Election in the coming days. The five-way GOP primary ended Tuesday with businessman Joe Strada receiving 27,381 votes to former state senator and former Lake County property appraiser Kerry Baker's 26,988. That 393 vote difference, slightly less than 0.5%, should trigger an automatic machine recount, according to the Division of Elections website. The winner will face Democrat James Perocola, an attorney and former congressional staffer who served in the Clinton administration. District 11, which covers Sumter County and parts of Lake and Orange counties, is an open seat, as Congressman Dan Webster is retiring in January. In other countywide news, Lake County Schools has selected its superintendent. The school board voted unanimously to promote Deputy Superintendent Chad Farnsworth to the district's top position. Farnsworth has served Lake County Schools for more than a decade and previously led Bradford County Schools as its elected superintendent. He will succeed Diane Corngay following her retirement at the end of the 2026-27 school year. Corngay has led the district for nearly a decade and was named Florida's 2026 Superintendent of the Year. The Lake County Animal Shelter is asking for help after taking in 85 dogs from what officials call a high-volume pet owner. It's the largest number of dogs the shelter has ever received at once. Those animals are now undergoing medical evaluations and are not yet available for adoption. The shelter says it now has 423 animals in its care, and it's asking the rescue organization, especially those that can take 10 or more small dogs, to step up and help. Rescue groups can reach the shelter by email at animalrescue@lakecountyflorida.gov. Anyone else who wants to help can visit lakecountyflorida.gov/animal shelter, where the shelter's other adoptable dogs are also listed. A petition is circulating in Lake County to stop a proposed expansion of the Islamic Center of Claremont. On August 5th, the Lake County Planning and Zoning Board advanced a request to rezone land next to the center, a first step towards possible expansion. According to the county documents, the Islamic Center wants to build 2 new worship halls, repurpose existing structures at its Hancock Road site, and add new cul-de-sac. The Islamic Center says it has outgrown its current location and needs room to expand. Some neighbors say the surrounding roads, Hancock Road and John Lake Road, can't handle the additional traffic. Neighbors say their concerns center on infrastructure, not the center's religious use. County commissioners take up the zoning request on September 1st. A television series with roots right here in Leesburg is returning for a 7th season on PBS. A World of Difference, embracing neurodiversity, got its start on the city of Leesburg's own LakeFront TV back in 2020. Before growing into a PBS series carried across Central Florida and streamed nationwide. The show is produced by Leesburg's Beacon College, an accredited college that serves students with learning differences. Season 7 premieres Saturday, September 5th at 6 p.m. on WUCF TV, with episodes also streaming free nationwide through the PBS app. Still ahead on the Lake Report, we're celebrating the grand opening of Community Collision's new location. See how the ribbon cutting became a life-changing moment for 2 local residents who each received the keys to a car. The heartwarming story is coming up. Community Collision Center celebrate its new Leesburg location with their ribbon cutting and a life-changing car giveaway for 2 local residents in need. The Lake Report takes you to this exciting community event.
Today's not only a great day for our open house, but we have the opportunity to give away a car, and that's probably the most exciting today. Thank you. When I opened Community Collision, I used the name Community for 2 reasons. Number one, because I wanted the city to know that we're involved, but you have to show it, right? Because we're starting to outgrow our first location. So I was looking for something to have more exposure to the street. When this became available, we decided, hey, that makes sense. So now instead of 2 locations, I have 1 location and 20,000 square feet. So we call it load balancing. So if you drop your car off there and we feel it's a better fit here, we always let the customer know. They always go back to the receiving store, but it's a way for us to take care of more business through the same process.
We not only have 1 location now, 2. It's in its name itself, Community Collision, for the community. And as you can see from the number of people here, how well they are supported. And Leesburg welcomes them as always, and glad to be here to support as well.
So we are driven by OE certification, and if anybody doesn't know that, that means that you need to be certified by the manufacturer. It takes a lot of work, effort. We are Tesla, C8 Corvette, all EVs, Ford. So all the plaques in there signify that. So it's not just a plaque on the wall, it's tooling, training. Our techs have to go through training. So it gives a constant level of our consumer that we know what we're doing. I'm not saying that we are the best. Our customer service is amazing, but you can tell when we're done with a car, it's safe. We've gone through it. Many of these cars, they're scanned so that we get a clean bill of health, so all the safety functions work. And not everybody focuses on that. So this is a really joyous day. Not only are we opening the house, inviting our friends, family, and vendors, but we have the opportunity again to give away some cars. It makes us all feel good to be able to give back. I don't think any of us realize our daily lives without a car. I can't imagine it, and for us to be able to do that to some giving person, it makes us feel good.
Hi, Chris. How are you? Come on in. Are you ready for a life-changing day?
Yes.
Awesome. Come on in. Have a seat.
I was in warehousing for 35 plus years, 35 years. Couple of the places shut down, so I just retired. Without a vehicle, couldn't get anything too far away. 5 years ago, my wife passed away down here, and it was just me and my grandson, and we were living in it, and it just basically trashed. This moment's going to be a miracle because I never expected it. The anticipation of seeing it, actually having it, and I haven't driven in 5 years, so driving it would be a big thing. When you don't have people like myself, we're just people. We just need a boost. Look at that dumb man digging in trash for something to eat. Instead of saying it, go buy him a sandwich. Well, human beings need a chance because we're human. I mean, people want to treat us like dirt. I mean, I didn't want to be in his position. I mean, it's somewhere that got a wrong turn or something and never came back from it. And my wrong turn was my wife dying.
Here you go. Congratulations. On behalf of Allstate and Community Collision and the National Automotive Council, here are the keys to your 2022 Honda CR-V. Congratulations.
Thank you. Amazing.
In the darkness, in the chaos, it's hard to see if anything is growing up. But just you wait a little longer, and the light will come.
Chris is amazing, man. He's a veteran. And as you know, the benefits for veterans is not enough to cover housing. So we found him as a veteran, a homeless veteran, a very smart, very kind-hearted guy, willing to work, but benefits did not cover the cost of housing, so he ended up being homeless. So we were able to take him in over 6 months ago, house him, give him some training and things to help him stabilize and get back on his feet, make sure he's in connection with the VA for his veteran benefits. And then today, he got this incredible gift of having something that he hasn't had in years, which is owning a vehicle.
Light is coming, so bright it's blinding. So arise, arise again, my darling.
It's been rocky, let's just say, since I moved down here. You know, I moved down here by myself, so you know, some might say that was a recipe for disaster right there, but you know, I did pretty good, I think. But not having a car has really kept me down. That is that's the one thing that's you know, it's hard to get to your jobs down here. It's you know, everything's so far apart. I think it's a milestone of just like what I've been able to do as like an individual and like a father. You know what I mean? Like this is I feel I've been a strong individual, you know, but like it's different being strong for someone else. You know what I mean? You just can't give up. You know, like I wouldn't even be here today if I decided to like, you know, just give up or you know try to find other means to fulfill our needs. You know what I mean? So you just got to keep doing what you know is right and just keep going forward. You know, and don't give up. You know. I see all the smiling faces around here, and it sounds like I'm hoping that my dream is going to be fulfilled, hopefully. So, you know, for me and my daughter. So.
You guys ready? All right.
Oh, that. Wow! Wow! Baby! Bring her in! Come on! Look! Got your seat! Isn't that so awesome? See that last! It's so awesome! Oh man!
Tell me your emotions.
I don't know, like, this is like my car, like, this is awesome. And there's already a car seat, because I can't go nowhere without my baby girl, so there's a car seat there already, that's so awesome. I just want to see if it drives. I'm ready to see if it drives real fast.
Tyree's an amazing young man. Tyree, in our program, we have over 100 people that are being housed in our program. Not one of them is a single dad that was willing to take their children. Tyree was the only one. He decided, Tyree made a choice that I'm going to raise my own daughter. And even in homelessness, he did not give up his child. He did not give it to the mother because he felt like his heart was more stable and his life was more stable. He kept his own daughter and raised her himself, even in homelessness. So we were able to house him. He's now working full time. And today is just a beautiful moment where he now owns a vehicle. He decided to budget his money so that he can Uber to work every month. So he was paying for Uber every day to go to work and spending that money just so he can give a stabilized lifestyle and hope for his daughter. So today, all that money he was spending in Uber now stays with him as he owns his own vehicle.
I'm a firm believer what you give is what you get back. I mean, I've been in the collision business for 50 years. It's been very good to me. I do this not for the money, I do it for the community.
It's where you invest it's the people. It's where you invest your dollars and where people will invest in you. Once they see you giving and providing, people are welcome and will flock to your business because what you do, it's a win-win for both. You give, we receive, we give, they receive. So it's what we do, and that's what we try to thrive on for Leesburg businesses to be supported by Leesburg community. One community, one Leesburg.
I want my young people to reap the benefits. I'm a handful because I want everything done right. I want quality, perfect customer service. So if you're working for me, you've already been vented. I'll give you that. But I enjoy building businesses. I enjoy the build out. I've got really good staff now that takes care of the business and people. I like coming in and hearing from my customers how well they were treated. That makes me feel good.
Congratulations to Community Collision Centers on its new Leesburg location, and thank you for continuing to make a meaningful difference in our community. Coming up, experience Voices of Valor, and meet the veterans whose powerful stories of courage, sacrifice, and service continue to inspire us. You're watching the Lake Report. Now we turn to Voices of Valor, honoring the courage, sacrifice, and service of local veterans. Gina Buell has the story.
Hi, welcome to today's special edition of Taste of Lake. I am Gina Buell, and we're here today at our City Fire Brownwood location, and we are going to have the most fabulous event we have all year long. It is our Voices of Valor event. We partner with Combat Veterans Careers, David Booth, and Heidi and Johnny Belford, who are award-winning songwriters, and they celebrate our veteran stories through song. So come on in and let's take a look.
Love my country, love my wife, my two sons and my blessed life. It's how I got here, so that road I take twice. She is beautiful and smart.
Well, this was an incredible experience. It was like sitting down with a psychiatrist, a shrink, and have him ask you to tell you his life story. So I did. I sat down with Heidi and Johnny Belford, and they started asking me questions, and I told them the entire story of my life. From the time I first went in the military, I spent 30 years in the military. And then after that, I got out and went to work for an organization called the Military Order of the Purple Heart, which is composed only of combat wounded veterans. I myself was wounded in Vietnam. This all sort of culminated this past week when David Booth invited me to sit down with Johnny and Heidi and tell my life story.
It's always hard, I'm not gonna lie. They have some really powerful stories, and you know, I always say, like, Hollywood has nothing on what we hear in the writers' room, and there are a lot of tough stories that we hear that we get to take that pain and put it in a song for them, and it's a great experience.
Tell me a little bit about what's it like to hear those stories.
Honestly, they all stay with us. When we perform it again, it's like we're reliving that moment where we're back in the writers' room that first time when they first opened up and shared with us, because every veteran has a very unique story. They all do. They all have something that makes them special, or their service special, or something about them that is very unique and uniquely theirs. And that's why everyone deserves their own song and their own unique special song.
So what do you hope the audience is going to take away?
I hope that the audience can walk away with a little more understanding for what these people have been through and why they did it and how hard it is to work through and move on after this service for many different reasons. Sometimes the veteran just has a hard time going from being, you know, this superhero to going to Walmart the next day. It's a big change in their lives, and sometimes they've got demons that stick with them from things they've seen or had to be a part of, and if they can walk away with a little more understanding, you know, with a fraction of the perspective that we get when we're sitting in the room with these guys, hearing the full story, then you know, we'll have done our job as songwriters.
So I'm here with my great friend David Booth from Combat Veterans to Careers. We've been working together for 15, 20 years now on stuff. And so, David, why don't you tell us a little bit about Combat Veterans Careers and how it got started?
So Combat Veterans to Careers started 15 years ago. We're a nonprofit that helps veterans and their families transition. Our mission is 360 degrees of support to our veterans and their families. What that means is we sit down with them, we provide anything and everything. We meet with that family. We create a midterm or short-term, midterm, long-term plan to get them so they're self-sufficient. One of the things that we do is our mission is we have a suicide prevention program where we are able to help the veterans through therapeutic recreation, outdoor rec, or even camaraderie. One of the other things that we've added to that is our Voice of Valor and songwriting, which we partnered with Creative Vets and Johnny and Heidi Belford. So I actually went to Nashville and wrote my own song. I actually said, hey, this is so therapeutic. We need to do this in the villages. So I knew Johnny and Heidi, and they lived in Florida, so it was just a perfect fit. We sat down and we said, hey, let's do this event. We actually did Bourbon, Whiskey, and War Stories was the first event. And then we said, we need to do this all the time. So we came up with Voices of Valor, partnered with City Fire, and we're going to do this every month at City Fire. And so what we'll do is we'll end up writing 4 songs, at least 4 songs a month, and then we perform them at the end of the month for the veterans and whoever wants to hear their stories. So we're a nonprofit 501c3 tax-deductible organization. All of our funding, 90 cents of every dollar we raise goes back to our programs. We do ketamine therapy for mental health. We do housing transition system. We help them start their own businesses. We do anything and everything. We do budget counseling, life coaching. We help them get their housing. So we also have 2 thrift stores. So they can donate to the thrift store, or they can donate to help with Voices of Valor, or they can help with our ketamine therapy, which is our mental health therapy as well.
I am here with Irving Locker. He is a World War II vet. Irving, tell us a little bit about your career.
All right. It's quite a career because I'm very lucky to be alive. We went in on D-Day on Utah Beach, went through the Battle of the Bulge, right into Berlin.
Wow.
We operated a Holocaust camp where there were 1,000 people in center, the worst I have ever seen in my life. And basically, it's a lifetime of faith. But I still lecture about it because people have to know that freedom is not free.
And we are so lucky to have you here tonight. Tell me a little bit about your song and what it was like to do the song.
I didn't do it. There was a write-up in the paper, 101 years old, and he's writing songs. I said, no, I didn't write. They wrote the song about me, but I didn't write the song.
But you told the story.
Well, they picked it up. Whatever they picked up from the story, the same as whatever you pick up from there, that's what it is. So that's it.
Tonight, we were reminded that every veteran has a story, and those stories need to be heard. I'd like to give a big thank you to Heidi and Johnny and David Booth for coming out tonight and making this event so special. If you'd like to get involved with Combat Veterans to Careers, please go to www.combatveteranstocareers.org.
Be sure to watch LakeFront TV's special presentation of Voices of Valor, premiering next Sunday, August 30th at 7 p.m. Have a story idea for the Lake Report? Send it our way. And follow LakeFront TV on social media for more local stories and community stories. Until next time, get out and explore this beautiful place we call home.